Alright, so here we are playing Chaos PvP game mode. We're gonna jump straight into the video. Like, who cares about the intro, alright? It's freaking Chaos game mode PvP. Again, it's just me doing a little bit of trolling. Now, this is a pretty interesting team featuring a stun character, a freeze character, and green FREYJA. Now, again, green FREYJA is a character who can lock the highest CC character on the enemy side, and pretty much if they have that charm effect on them, they get their damage reduced by 40%, so we're gonna take less damage. And then we have Marilli, who can apply that freeze to lock out any of those annoying characters at the beginning of the turn. And then we also have Rom, who is a 20% base stat booster and has a stun and rupture AoE, which is really nice in the meta as of right now. Now again, the only problem with my team is definitely that I only have one DPS character, being green FREYJA. But again, this team is still fire regardless. Having that 20% base stat booster, Rom, is just really nice. I think the only problem with me in terms of playing like KSP game mode is that they really need to like up the ante on the 3500. Like, we don't know if the max for a character is like 3500, and I think it's to the point where they need to go beyond that 3500 just to block out some of these top tier characters. And by top tier characters, I mean the cheesy ones, being Demon King Meliodas and Demon King Zeldris. All right, those two characters are super annoying in the meta because all they do is just throw those two characters with reject characters, meaning that they are going to throw them alongside of other 500 characters that they can try to arbitrarily use in PvP. And that's what makes it a little bit annoying, because they just be pretty much boosting the other trash characters when I could be using those characters for like some fun teams, trying to squeeze as much points as possible. These whales are willing to like abuse the system being max of 3500 to then use those 500 characters that people barely or rarely use in the meta. And then just now they used to be like a 500 character. Guess what? Now they are, you know, like 800 to 900 character, huh? You think it's nice seeing a freaking 800 or 900 Deldry, huh? No, how many memes I could have used with Deldry, but no, I can't use that. You don't want to know why? Because everybody want to use freaking Deldry with a Demon King or something. Like, what? I got freaking Blue Gallon probably like 700 or 800 because everybody want to use Blue Gallon on a freaking Demon King or Zeldris or Demon King Meliodas team, just so they can cheese that one super powerful character. And it gets a little bit annoying when you playing the PvP game mode like constantly. Now again, Demon King Zeldris is a lot easier to handle because again, like, it'd be pairing that man alongside like with Red Gallon. Who else is trash? They be putting this man with Coin Shop. They be putting that man with Coin Shop Red Meliodas. Okay, that's how down bad these players are. They are willing to use like Red Coin Shop Meliodas. You know, the one with the Pierce version. Yeah, that Meliodas. They are willing to use that just so they can cheese that Demon King passive. Yeah, it's that deep. And I think that if they would make it so, like, I know they see like these characters are consistently getting like 3500 every single day. That means they are still getting super high usage rate in the meta. Is that not telling the devs anything? Okay, that should be telling the devs, okay, maybe we should make it so the point threshold goes above. So we kind of, because what I want it to happen is that it locks out that character for being used. Because right now, at how the game mode is set up right now, you're still going to see that 3500 character regardless, because they are just that good and annoying. Like Demon King Meliodas, I be seeing that man with Red Fat King, Red Escanor, Green Fraudrin, and then you just put like some random trash CC character in the back line. So if they could do something where they boost up that threshold from being beyond 3500, I think the meta would be a little bit easier and more fun to play in Chaos game mode. Because like there are just so many times where I'm running like a fun team, but guess what? I face a whale who want to use Demon King Meliodas, so he has Red Fat King, he has OG Blue Merlin on his team now. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, what do they want me to do now? Cause I feel like that was the point of the game mode. It's just that so you can have a fun time making some new meta teams or weird meta teams into the game mode. Chaos PvP game mode. You have these all fun meta. Like the team I'm using right now is a fun weird team. All right, it's nothing too complicated, and it's not like I'm using like some super broken character or anything like that. I'm using a Merlin, Red Merlin, who's an old character. All she has is her freeze. You have Rom, who is an outdated base stat boost for unknowns, to be honest. Like everybody just uses like Echidna or FREYJA or Nanashi. They want a base stat boost for unknown. So he's kind of outdated. She's kind of outdated. But she has that stun and rupture, which could be really clutch in some situations. If I face a team with buffs, like the demon team, or like goddesses, you know. There are people who still try to use goddesses. I think also the really surprising thing is that humans has actually been a very super high tier meta team from all these days of playing PvP. I guess because the human team has the biggest pool of characters because of the task free, the SDS story, sometimes Ragnarok. They actually have like the hugest roster for used character, and I think it makes it a lot funnier because not too many people build up the catastrophe. Like, do you build up your catastrophe? Not too many people build the catastrophe, so catastrophe technically always are in the low thresholds. Crazy enough, the only person I see in the high thresholds that is like a catastrophe or something like that is like Awakened Roxy usually. All the other humans are pretty high, that are meta, like those Escanors, the Bonds and stuff like that. They are pretty high. All you need to know is that when you come into Chaos PvP, you gotta already know to yourself that yeah, you are not gonna have a backline character for most of the time. And that's how it will truly be. You will not have a backline character for the most part that will actually work. You have to like pray that the team you are trying to build, you can actually have a backline character, because it's hard, man. It's really hard to get that backline character. Like even I struggle of getting like a backline character for most of my teams. I try my best to like make as many fun teams as possible, but sometimes how the meta goes, you just can't have fun sometimes. Like this guy is probably using like Blue Gother because he's healing up after he gets hit. And all that good stuff. Again, Merlin's gonna steal her healing. So now you have pretty much dead cards in your hand. And then we're just gonna be trying to build up our Queen Freya's ultimate. I'm not really worried about green Ludociel ultimate because let's be honest, guys, no one really built out the green Ludociel, so I doubt he has 6/6 or anything like that. He might be like 3/6. That man does not appear on banners. I think I only seen this man like on fest banners or seasonal. And even then, I really don't like. You just don't want to pull this man. So I don't expect this man to pretty much do anything. So he is really just struggling. And we're just gonna go for another freeze. Sooner or later, I'm about to be getting like double freeze in a minute. I'm surprised he didn't push for Elat's ultimate, technically, because that's the ultimate you really want, because she's the one who gives you immunity. Yet he's been holding on to Mael cards for the most part. You know how easy that is, just me seeing that this man just holding on to Mael cards? Like, why wouldn't I abuse you seeing this? Like, you tell me, man. If you see this man with like 7 Mael cards, he's still not trying to let go of the Mael cards. So he's just trying to like bet on luck that I don't pull anything to stun him a million times. Ow. I mean, he's a bold guy. I mean, he bet a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. He bet a lot of luck, and he's probably gonna be locked out completely. Yep. GG. Again, he didn't have to be locked out. All you had to do was just discard your Mael cards, but he wanted to be hard hitted. But yeah, I'm probably gonna try to do some more fun teams, or try to put some fun teams. I want to try a human catastrophe team. Like that sounds pretty fun. I did have like a Data Zahar team that I played with yesterday that was actually really fire. It was actually really fire. It was like with Zena and stuff like that, and it was really cool. Again, this is just like another dead week, unfortunately, for grandcross. Just because of the Tower God collab, like not just because I hate to say that, but it's because like Data Zahar is kind of like mediocre in the meta. Like he's not really like top tier like what we've seen like Rimuru and stuff like that. So it's very hard to showcase a character like that. It's really hard to showcase a character like that who is just pretty much mediocre in the meta. So that's why you really don't see too many players caring too much about him. And because of there's no really shining character in the meta, like would you see like most of the collabs for like especially PvP, it makes it very hard for like content creators to like showcase videos and stuff like that. Like literally, you have Yuri who's a support, and now Data Zahar who is a gimmick. Okay, his gimmick is just ranking up, and then you get the blast of the enemy. That's pretty much it. Like if you don't like get a gold card, you're pretty much not doing nothing with Data Zahar for the most part. From what I've noticed. Again, he's cool, but he's not like he's outshining the other characters that's on the team. And that's what I was trying to tell people before when like Data Zahar came out, because I was like, sometimes I talk to like other content creators and stuff like that, and when I saw that Data Zahar was a green unknown DPS, I literally shook my head. Honestly, people thought like there were some players who really was hyping up Data Zahar. When I saw green unknown DPS, I knew he's not gonna last that long, because from what I've seen with unknowns and how they come out, you have to have something where you're going to be supporting a team to last on the unknown team. And even then, that's not enough, because what was that character, Ainz, for unknown? Ainz had like a holy relic that boosts basic stats for the team, like per debuff, and he got outshined in the team because it was so hard to proc his death damage thing. But Albedo, who had a support passive where she giving you like she give you like that first turn damage reduction for herself, and then it forces a taunt, which is actually really nice for unknown, because you don't want your main DPS character getting nuked first turn if you go second. Then she also has the passive where pretty much if you release her stance, you're getting an additional 20% attack related boost once it released to all of your allies. So not only does she have a super powerful counter, a taunt first turn, but she can also give your characters 20% attack related stats as well from just releasing your stance. And that's why you see most of the time characters that come out in PvP, guess what they have on their cards, huh? They be having stance removal. If you don't have stance removal, then you're pretty much trash at that point. You don't have stance removal, because that means Albedo is going to end up just clapping you then, which I'm kind of hoping that we get like another Ragnarok festival so we can bring back the unknown. Okay, we need unknown back into the meta, baby. And I just think like to myself, like what we need is just something that's hype. Like they already leaked it themselves, grandcross devs. You don't know, they kind of prematurely showcased what was going to be the next character for the next update. You know, we already knew, which is going to be a Valentine's of Queen Diane. Again, you don't know what Queen Diane is. It's what was that global festival, global Annie festival character, Queen Diane, the one who has a stance, and she's gonna get another version of herself, which could be either green or blue. She might be green. She might actually, could she be blue? Could she be blue? I was thinking green just because how the meta is set up for Meliodas and stuff like that. So could she be green? It's a possibility. I think the only problem with her and stuff like that is that if she doesn't have a stance, because again, remember, she has a holy relic that's based on stance and an ultimate that's based on stance as well. So she technically needs to have a stance, or she's gonna be pretty much garbage. hopefully it's not like how hopefully it's not like how freaking King is set up, where you just get like a passive that's like a stance. That would be kind of weird though, with the ultimate too. Like she has to have a stance card. Like I'm over here trying to like talk myself out of her not having a stance card. She must have a stance card, or is it just instant skip? I'm sorry, but her ultimate is literally based on having a stance. Am I lying? Like, wait, let me look it up. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this stuff is based on having a stance. Let me see real quick. Deanne. My Queen Deanne. Also, her drip is butt. So, let me see her ultimate. It is Quail. Yeah, her active stance. Yeah, it's the stance ultimate. Yeah, it's Quail. And it's like, and then Holy Relic is increased damage dealt by allies by 30% for 2 turns when a hero assumes a stance. Now again, they could maybe build in passive that stance thing. So you have like that first turn thing where you get the first turn boost without even using a card. It's a possibility, but yeah, she's kind of like doing the same thing what the New Year's King is doing, where you're trying to compete with the other king. And honestly, New Year's King kind of outshined the Blue King, because New Year's King having that first turn shield, it is kind of like really nice for whales. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I know it sounds crazy that to like be like, yeah, it was nice for whales, but that's what it is. Like, it's a really nice passive for us whales who wants to use the Sins team. So now we're doing mega damage. Like, I kid you not. I be trolling with it, but I just be cracking mad jokes when I see a person who have Blue King and I'm going first. I see Blue King, they don't have the shield procced up or anything like that because they're using Blue King. I just start dying laughing because I already know what's about to happen. I'm going to nuke you, my boy. Like, my guy, you're getting nuked. First turn. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but you're getting nuked first turn. And I'm dying laughing because of it. So we're gonna get rid of you. Yeah, I forgot he had a revive. All I need is a freeze and I'm good. Again, moving cards is not gonna save you against my freeze team, because all it takes is me having 1 bronze card. And again, I already know like a lot of people already like most likely skipped the New Year's King, because people was telling me like, yeah, I'm gonna skip. And even though I'm telling people, I'm like, yo, he is going to be meta. He is really good. Like, even on first day of JP and stuff like that, I was like, yo, New Year's King, he feeling like a must summon because he's just so good. But everyone's like, nah, Marilli, like he doesn't keep his shield. He don't keep his shield or anything like that. Like, my God, do you play the game? You don't need that. You don't need to keep the shield up. Like, once the shield is gone, you're getting what, a 20% attack boost as well too. So he works pretty well with you going second. The only thing that's gonna hurt you on your side is RNG. That's it. RNG is most likely gonna hurt you. But again, this is probably gonna be my last match regardless. The Queen FREYJA team, pretty fire. I don't know if I'm really gonna do another video on, I mean, it's literally the only content we got is Chaos PvP game mode. So hopefully I can build some fun teams. It's just that so many freaking Demon King Melios and Demon King Zeldris are just so annoying to play against, which makes the game mode a little bit annoying sometimes. Because I'm in like the high tier meta one, so you're gonna see a lot of Demon King Melios and a lot of Demon King Zeldris teams, or even humans with Awaken Roxy. So yeah, that's it, man. Hopefully you enjoyed me yapping. Yap Marilli. Yapparilli. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah, GG. But yeah, guys, this really guys, I'm out. Peace.